We're here to solve this Fillomino by Grant Fikes with a theme of border boxes and with a lot of clues that are touching to each other. This is a puzzle that's going to have limited options. For instance, this 6 has just one cell it can extend into, this 5 has one cell, this 4 has one cell. A lot of these starting points are going to quickly interact with each other. For instance, this 4 in the corner has to keep grabbing as many cells as it can. It completely fills in a space. This 6 is going to come over and extend up. That leaves behind a single option for the 2, single option for this 2, single option for this 3 to extend. This 6 and 5 get very close to each other, so they interact and have to dodge upwards into the grid, which actually leads to now this 6 and this 2 coming out. And I'm just using my tab option to go over to drawing edge boundaries, but one thing I'll do sometimes in solving this style is alternate between lines and edges, as you're seeing here, and mark in what we've got on the grid. This 5 is going to come up one more and finish. This is now a 6 near another 6, but notice that right now there are 7 cells total. They can't connect. That would put 8 or more into the group, so these 6s have to dodge each other. Similarly, this 2 can't come downwards because it would touch another 2, so this 2 goes to the left, and with this 6 is still dodging, the last cell for that 6 to finish is to the right. We've got a situation with a little bit of look ahead in the lower left corner. We're going to have these two 5s and these two 5s connect, and they're going to leave behind 2 empty cells. If we left this cell empty, it would be near another 1 pentomino, which would be no good. So we have to form this option, which puts them near a 2. This 6 comes up, and with this 3 and the 6 dodging, this is a good start to this side of the grid. Notice that this 5 is now going to have to go out, and while it could come down, it always has to go to the right to get enough digits in. That actually now isolates the 6 below it. This 5 touches another 5, so it's got to come up. This 6 is limited, so it's got to come up now. The 5 goes out, the 6 has one option left, the 5 has one option left. So again, this whole puzzle is about these limited push-pull options and taking them to maximum effect. There was one other seed at the start of this puzzle, which was in this upper left cell. It can't be a 1 because it's right next to a 1, so it always will have to be at least size 2, but once it's size 2 and next to a 2 as well, it's got to grow to at least size 3 and be distinct from the 2. And now that it's size 3, but near to 2 4s, it can't connect with those 4s, it would be too large, so it's a hidden polyomino 3 that's right at the start of the puzzle you can get in that side. With all the progress we've made in the grid, it's actually pretty easy to follow up here. This 5, for instance, has to keep going all the way out. It has to dodge the 5 from below. This 6 has to go all the way out, which means this 4 finishes here. The 3 finishes up top like so. This 5 clue has to come down, which means the 6 clue comes here to finish itself out. We've got to do the middle, and we've got to do the upper right corner. In the upper right corner, we've got another cell like we had at the start that can't be a 1 or a 2, so it's got to come down and take at least 2 cells. Notice if the 5 completed like this, this 2 would have to gain 1 more cell and become a 3, or be left as a 2 and a 1, which is no good. So we again have an option where, of the 2 ways the 2 5s and 2 5s connect, we've got to make the W pentomino, not the V pentomino. And this last thing, the 6 can't come over to these spaces, so it's got to take at least this cell, but it's got another 6 up above that it can't collide with. So it comes and does this, and we've got 2 cells as a hidden polyomino, and this set of 3, it can't split into groups of 1 plus 2 because 2s are on both sides, so it's always all 3. So we finished this puzzle, and as you saw, it was mainly done by marking lines and edges, but if this were in a competition, I would just go through and mark all the hidden polyominoes so that there's no doubt of what I was putting into the grid. So hope you got a little bit of a sense of how to flow through Fillomino puzzles that have tightly constrained region spaces. All the border boxes here really led to that theme as we got into the center of the grid and then had 5s and 6s dodging. So this is a great introduction to that one heuristic from Fillomino puzzles, and if you master that heuristic and a few others, you should have no problems getting through this whole week. We'll see you again soon.